Hey guys, Travis here again with Lucky Tackle Box. With the heat of summer comes new life and growth. And in particular, I'm talking about aquatic vegetation. And with all this new plant life in our lakes comes an equal amount of techniques tailored for each one of these unique situations. But today, I'm gonna talk about what I consider the most versatile vegetation flipping setup. And for starters, we're gonna use Black Hawk Baits Mongrel, which we included in this month's Lucky Tackle Box. There's basically two different situations I want to be able to cover with this bait. The first is going to be in heavy vegetation. So there's going to be weeds that are growing up from the bottom, so that bait's really going to need to slide down all the way through there. And that's why having kind of a compact beaver style body on the first half of the bait is perfect for that application. Then the second thing is that when I'm going to be fishing more of an open water. So if I get through some of these mats here that are just floating on the surface, once that bait gets through, it's actually going to fall a foot or two down there, and that's where I want that ribbon tail really creating all that action and commotion, which is going to generate some strikes. So let's start with the bait. I start with a bobber stopper above a 3/4 ounce to 1 ounce weight. Most of the time I'm using 3/4 ounce, but I'll beef up to a 1 ounce if I'm fishing a little thicker cover. Then I put on a 3/0 straight shank worm hook and pair that up with Black Hawk's Mongrel, and I'm ready to go. So I use a high-speed reel like the 7.3 to 1 Daiwa Tatula. Then I spool up with 60 to 80 pound braid. Because of how much cover I'm flipping in, I really want some heavy line that I can horse fish out of. Lastly, I pair that up with Castaway's 7'2" medium heavy rod. Reason being is I need enough backbone to pull these fish out of thick cover, but also I need to be able to finesse this bait up and down, and I want a soft rod tip where I can really feel those subtle bites. Retrieval's pretty straightforward. All I'm doing is flip into any holes that I can see, and I wiggle the bait until I actually get through, and then slowly let that bait fall on a controlled fall. I give it a couple tugs up and down, and then I go to the next spot. What's happening is, as this bait's falling through any cover, it looks like a little crawdad making its way down the root system, and that can generate a strike right off the bat. But once it breaks free through these root systems, it actually falls through open water, and that's where the ribbon tail makes all the disturbance and can create a strike there. Okay guys, if you have any kind of vegetation in your lake, you need to check it out. The reason being is that bass are attracted to any kind of plant life for 3 reasons. First, the shade makes it a little cooler. And in summertime, that's really important to have a couple degrees cooler. Just like you like hanging out underneath an umbrella in the sun, the bass like the same thing. Second, the bass have an ambush point. They can hide in the weeds, they can hide in the tules, and they can ambush their prey, make it easier for them to eat. The third reason is, which is the same as above water, plants give off oxygen. And in the summertime, there's so many different algae blooms and things that are sucking up a lot of that oxygen that any kind of plant life that's putting off oxygen is definitely going to attract those bass looking to rejuvenate. This is a very versatile technique when paired up with Black Hawk's Mongrel that can be used in a wide variety of your vegetation situations. Once again, I'm Travis Moran with Lucky Tackle Box. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our YouTube channel.